Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're working on Eric's truck again, and we're finishing the interior in this thing, and then we're taking it a whole bunch of stuff apart on the outside of the truck and doing some grinding, all kinds of stuff. But mainly this video is gonna be this interior because we're doing a lot of pretty cool stuff with a painted floor and lights and all kinds of things. So follow along, it's gonna be a fun video. All right, so here's what we're doing. We're gonna finish the interior in this thing today, get all that put in. We've been well, I say we, Shock and Chaz have been working on getting all these stainless plates put in here, and we got just about done with all of our wiring because the seat bases light up underneath the transition there between the sleeper and the cab lights up. I believe the pedals light up, the shifter lights up. So got just about all of that wired. Shock's over here working on getting the SH tube shifter, and back here we're getting ready to put the deck plate in. So before, this little dryer here was mounted, this bolt was up here, which put the top of the dryer up like probably right there, so it was above the frame rail, which won't work for putting a flush mounted deck plate in. So what I did was made this little bracket right here. It bolts in, and I add another bolt down here, drops that dude down where it needs to be. So that all clear. I got my grinder now. I'm fixing to come in here and clean all the edges up on this frame, start getting all these things dialed in and ready so we can get ready to paint this chassis. Basically, once we finish this interior, put it all back together, we can start disassembling the outside of this truck and get it ready for paint. So pretty close, pretty freaking close. All right, update, here's where we're at. Got our pedals in, our trim pieces, got our shifter knobs, shifters in, all lights up, putting in our seat bases now. Pretty neat. They all light up pretty good. So getting close, still gotta put the overhead in and whatnot, which is right here, all painted. So we're making some progress. Got our shock box mounted now. So I gotta come back here and finish the frame up here. So I got to there because Chaz was working back here. And now that he's done, we can pull this dude back off. Now we know it fits. And I'll finish kind of cleaning all these edges up. That way we can kind of round these just a little right there. Makes it look a little nicer when we paint it. But coming right along, trying to get this thing to the point where we can get it in the paint shop soon. What do you think? We're ready to pull this thing in the paint shop by like tomorrow?
Should be.
Cool. A little nervous putting these seats on this floor in here.
Yeah, there's a lot to line up.
It's gonna look really good when it's done. All right, the interior is complete and looks pretty awesome. So we got the Iowa Customs extender with the lifetime pedals in here. Light up shifter base. The door seals look awesome. Seats. Back in here, this thing's freaking cool too. Got the SH2 shifter. Orange balls. Goes good with the legendary purple dash panels and stuff. We got the chrome handle up here on the door. Pretty slick looking. Then back here, we already pulled the T-bars, the fenders off this thing, getting all the pieces pulled so they're ready to get painted. And now we'll get it back over to the paint shop side, finish clocking bolts, and then I'll finish grinding this stuff once we get over to the paint shop. This makes a big mess over here on this side. Got the shock box back off, but it's all good to go. So really the next big major thing we're doing here is the paint work. So we'll be painting the chassis, painting this dude, legendary purple, tank's legendary purple. Kind of got everything done up here on the engine, so we put all our bad wheels on here just to move it around in the paint shop. But yeah, otherwise this thing's ready to go. So another thing you saw in the time lapse where we were wiring up the headlights, these are the buckets that were sent to us to put on the truck. I don't even know how to say that, but whatever. Anyway, those are the buckets. And then we had the United Pacific end caps to go on them. So we've already done all our wiring and stuff, so we can just put the light in there. It'll work just fine. But we wanted to show you guys this. If you ever get those kind of headlight buckets, they're definitely different than like a normal 379 bucket. So these plates, when you put them on the end of this dude, they stick way out here. And they don't really line up with the way the curve is here. There's no good way to put those on these lights and make it look nice. So what we did is we got these from 12 gauge. So they're pretty nice. They're solid aluminum. And kind of the only way to salvage these buckets and make it look right, we're gonna take this plate right here. If I can do this with one hand. We're gonna take this plate right here. We're gonna have to do some trimming on it because it's, again, this whole headlight bucket's just a little bit different. But we'll do a little trimming on this and we'll weld this thing completely in, smooth it all out, and we're just gonna end up painting the headlight buckets on this truck. He doesn't want the light right here, so that's really the only option at this point is gonna be just to do some welding and a lot of grinding, and then we'll paint these buckets and then put them on the truck. But Chaz already got them all wired up, so once we get done with this part of it, we'll paint them. It'll go on super fast. All right, so yeah, that's it for where we're at with the truck right now. We got the fenders off here. We got all our brackets. So those are fixing to go on the table and get ground on. We'll basically grind around all these edges and clean all this stuff up real good. All those brackets everywhere, so they're ready for paint. Peter is gonna be polishing the wheels on this dude pretty quick, and we'll get them back on He's polishing them tomorrow, so we'll get the wheels right back on it tomorrow afternoon. And yeah, I mean, we're plugging right along. I'm kind of excited. This thing is going to be super cool when it's done. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the orange wheels, I mean, they kind of go. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Eric's truck is turning out super awesome. I'm pretty excited about this thing. We're going to finish the headlights, start working on those this week and get that done. Peter's getting the wheels knocked out, so those will go back on here. And, you know, it's just, it's close. I mean, like now it's just a bunch of paint work, put a deck plate in and a couple other little things, but it's moving right along pretty good. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow along. There's more videos to come on this truck and a whole bunch of others we're working on. So like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at Semi-Casual Show. Go to our website, semicasualshow.com, and you can buy truck parts and hats and shirts and things. Otherwise, we'll see you guys on the next video. Later.